but the mark has been taken by Stanfield at halfback. Now Stanfield's found Scott Wine. Good thinking by the big ruckman. Off he goes. Further field to Hunter. Hunter comes through centre and brings it to the half-forward line. The leader's on by Del Ray. Great lead and a good kick. Del Ray should have a shot from there. He can kick a football.
It was a spot-on kick too, Pete, because Caven was right behind him. Good disposal from Hunter.
Well, we talked about underrated. So is this guy. He puts it in each week. He certainly can kick the ball a long way. Former Williamstown in the VFA here in Victoria.
He looks a lot fitter now, Pete.
Well, there's the kick. Look at that drop, Hunter. Magnificent kick for a goal. Kick. There's Simon Atkins, had a magnificent season. Caven looking for Roos. Oh, taken away by Wallace. A class player, Wallace. Look at that kick. Great pass, Stephen Wallace to Del Ray.
Beautiful play.
I think Danny had a couple of words to the umpire there too.
Here you see Wallace got around the Fitzroy players because he had the momentum to get through on the boundary line there. Good disposal.
Del Ray is a great kick. He's kicked one and missed a sitter from about 35 metres. A chance to put the Bulldogs 6 points in front in an exciting game. Denny Del Ray kicks, and Denny Del Ray has goal. That's his second, and Footscray lead by 6 points.
Again, so important to have someone at full forward as a target to kick to. They've got Coleman centre half forward, who's very competitive. He's been a fair player so far, but here the bounce just eluding Roos. Wallace taking full toll, and Del Ray finishing the chain.
So Danny Del Ray, the first player in the match to kick more than one goal today. He has 2-1 against his name.
Stanfield's had a top game on Lynch. Barry Stanfield, the boy from Fish Creek, in towards full forward. Del Ray couldn't take it. Chris Grant, in the meantime, is a free kick to Del Ray for holding against Caven. Chris, we'll have a look at it on replay.
Watch it here again. Good body work. You see the jumper being pulled with the right hand of Caven on the left shoulder of Del Ray.
Del Ray from directly in front for his third. Stabs and goals. So Denny Del Ray has kicked 3. Footscray, a great start to the third quarter. They're careering away, 11-10 to 6-6.
We believe may have had his number taken after an exchange in the goal square at the other end. Back to Campbell. Marking contest at half forward into the arms of Atkins. Working midfield. Or Del Ray was held there. Could have been a free kick. Del Ray off the ground. Has got the goal. Didn't make any difference. Danny Del Ray gets his 4th, 4-3 for the afternoon. 15-13, plays 6-10.
Yes, and I think he could have got a free kick too for holding on, without any question here. Again, Atkins just reads the ball so well. He just was in front of that pack. Here we see the holding on. Back he goes. There's the jumper being pulled. But good stuff. Used his body and good sense to get it off the ground.
McCormack kicks to half forward. Down to full forward. Wine will do the tidying up work. Over to Steve Wallace. Over to Atkins at midfield. They've combined well all afternoon. And speaking of combining, Del Ray on a lead, marks on 50.
The setup was terrific. And again, Scott Wine, just his skill to trap that ball as he did. Very good. And of course, Atkins just works so well with him. And the ball finishes up with Del Ray and another shot at goal.
Well, Atkins has had 36 possessions so far.
Not bad in 3/4 of footy, Pete.
No. Very handy. And Del Ray, 4 goals, the same adjective. He could have had a few more, Danny. 4-3 he's got. Kicking pretty well, though. Gee, that's there. 5-3 he's got now. An awkward-looking kick off the boot, but it was Footscray's 17th goal. Fitzroy still to go in the third quarter, 6 goals, 10. Now you two former full forwards, what sort of a kick did we see leave the boot? Because I didn't think he was going to get the distance.
Well, it's called a miss kick, Pete.
A bit of a tumbler, wasn't it?
But with the breeze, it kept floating.
Finished up all right.
But Hardy had a weak link. There's Wine hooking it over the back. A quick kick was by Nigel Callett. His Liberatore still gets in the handball to Atkins. Callett is a great kick on the run normally from 50 metres, Nigel Callett. Royal. It was touched off the boot, there must have been. Hand pass. Delray kicks on the left foot, receives from Grant. Goal. Well, Danny Delray has kicked his sixth. And excellent team play again. 22-14 Footscray, 11-18 the Roy's.
Yes, the crowd were asking, I think, did Kellett run too far? What's this? Good handball from Liberatore. Let's see this. Off he goes and around a bit further. Oh, it's a couple of yards, isn't it?
27 steps. So, yes.
And he wears size 12 shoes.
It's history now. Out with a good hip and shoulder. And there's the siren as Hawkins gets a kick, tackled by Abbott. But it's going to be a good win for Footscray. 22-14, 146, defeating Fitzroy 11-18, 84.